to see the screen. Are you guys able to see? Letho Kumete, do you want to say something?
I'm able to see. You can't see the screen.
I tried to redo it. Is it fine?
Yes, we can. Yes, I can see your screen.
Everybody's able to see?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
So I want, okay, perfect. I want us to, for today's lesson, I just don't want to do big stuff. I just want to make sure that everybody that's in here understand what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be doing addition and subtraction. Have you ever heard of this word before?
Yes.
And what
Yes.
what have you heard about them? Addition and subtraction.
Addition means adding, subtraction means minusing or taking away.
Perfect. And before we go to the numbers, the additions and subtractions, I want you guys to be familiar with these terms that we're going to be regularly using, okay? Here we are having, let me try to zoom it in so that you guys can see. Is it fine?
Yes, it is fine.
Yes.
Perfect. So those are the glossary terms, meaning they are the terms that you'll be finding as we are going through this topic or this chapter of addition and subtraction. The first term that we are having is place value. Place value simply means the position of a number shows its value. So number up to 100 million. So if you have like a number, I'm just gonna write a number here. Okay, it's perfect. I'm gonna write 20, and then I'm going to write 2 again, and then I'm going to write 200. So now if you look at this number 2, and they're asking you for the place of the value, is it a unit, is it a tenth, is it 100, is it 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 10th million, 100th million. So 2 is just 1 unit. So that means the place of the 2 is here. It's a unit, okay? Now, if we were looking at what? If we were looking at the second number that I've given you here, which is 20, that means the place value of the 20 is what? Is we have two numbers here, which is 2 and 0. So the place value of the 0 is unit, which is going to be here, and the place value of the 2 from this 20 is going to be here, the 10th. So that means it's 20. Okay, do you guys get it? So that means as a number increases to the nth value, it's gonna go into hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000, and. Okay, are you all good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then Okay, perfect. Again, we have odd and even numbers. I know some of you guys may have heard of the odd and even numbers, but I'm gonna ask, do we have somebody that knows what are odd numbers?
I do.
Who's that?
It's Barima.
Okay, what are the odd numbers?
Odd numbers are numbers that aren't divisible by 2.
Odd numbers are you saying are divisible or are not divisible?
Are not divisible.
Not divisible. Perfect. And that's perfect. Odd numbers start at 1 and include all the numbers that are not divisible by 2. Do you know those numbers except for 1? Do you know any number that is regarded as an odd number?
Yes,
What is
3.
the other number that you know instead of 1, 3, and
1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13,
perfect.
15.
It's okay. It's okay. Perfect. And let's see who's in here. I just want to make sure that everybody is participating. So we're having who? Is it Leto Guhle who has been answering?
No, it's Ben Barima.
It's Farima. Okay.
Yes.
And Ntsako, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. Samuel, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am.
We have Samuel. Perfect. Samuel, and we also have Leto Guhle. Leto Guhle, you saying? Are you able to hear us? Because I see your mic is unmuted. Do you want to say something?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure your mic is muted then, because if I mute you on my side, that means you're not gonna be able to.
I don't know what I hear.
Wait, what did you say? Guys, are you able to hear her?
Yes, I'm able to hear. Wait, no, not her. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Let's go. What were you saying? Okay, just type the message under the chat, and somebody who's able to read the chats there, just tell me what she's saying because I'll be here. Okay, cool. Now we also have even numbers. So even numbers start at 2 and include all the numbers that are divisible by 2. So that means even numbers are opposite of the odd numbers because the odd numbers are not divisible by 2, whereas even are divisible by 2. Ne? And now they're saying we have something called ordering numbers. They say arranging numbers according to their magnitude, either ascending or descending. Guys, somebody's having their mic unmuted. Do you want to say something? Who's having their mic unmuted? Okay, cool. We also have comparing number. they say to observe different numbers and judge which is better and which is bigger and which is smaller. To observe different numbers and judge which is bigger and which is smaller. Okay, so for example, I'm going to have a 93 and a 130. Which one do you think is bigger and which one do you think is smaller, Samuel? When you're looking at these two numbers, which one do you think is bigger and which one do you think is smaller?
93 is bigger and 130 is small. Oops, sorry, 93 is smaller and 130 is bigger.
Perfect. Now you all agreeing to that. Joyce, do you agree to that? Okay. And then we have another thing that's called commutative property. Guys, I just need to check this person that's having their mic unmuted. Let me do this because as I speak now, I'm hearing myself and I don't like that. Guys, just make sure that your mic is muted all the time, Snap.
Yes, it is. Mine is muted. It's all good.
Okay, can you please keep it muted? Because there's echo on my side. As I speak, I'm able to hear myself and doesn't make things better. So let's try to do this. Okay, I'll bring back the thing. Wanda, are you able to see the screen? Guys, are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Perfect. So I was on perfect. I was on commutative property. They say it does not matter in which order we add numbers. Whether it's 15 plus 16 or 16 plus 15, still the same thing, ne? However, this does not apply for subtraction. So if you are having 1 plus 2, you can also write it as 2 plus 1, ne? But if you are having 1 minus 2, you cannot write it as 2 minus 1 because you're not going to get the same answers. When you are adding, you're going to get the same answer. If you put on your calculator or if you count with your finger, say 1 plus 2, you're going to get 3, or 2 plus 1, you're going to get 3. But as soon as there's a subtraction involved there, that means it's going to take a different turn. 1 minus 2 will not be the same as 2 minus 1. Do you guys get that?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and we have distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction. If we multiply a number by numbers that are added together, it is the same as multiplying the number by each of those numbers, then adding them. Ne? So for example, we have 3 open bracket 4 plus 5. So that means we are multiplying what? We are multiplying 3 with a what? With a 4 plus 5. So you can do on your side, you add 4 and 5, you get a 9. So that means we are multiplying a 3 with 9, okay? And again, what they're trying to say here, you can also do it as 3 multiplied by 4 plus 3 multiplied by 5 because this whole 3 is multiplying both of the numbers because they're in brackets, né? So if they're in brackets like this, so that means you are multiplying 3 with 4 and add it with a 3 multiplied by 5. So 3 multiply both 4 and 5, né? And then we add them together, which is 3 multiplied by 4 plus 3 multiplied by 5, which is 12 plus 15, which equates to 27. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. And the same goes for distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. So when we are multiplying numbers by each of them and then subtracting them, it's still gonna be the same thing, né? So let's say, for example, we had a 3 open bracket, 4 minus 5 close the bracket. So it's the same as 3 multiplied by 4 minus, because there's a minus here. So we're going to minus that and minus 3 multiplied by 5. Are we all together?
Yes.
Yes.
So this subtraction here that you're seeing here makes a huge difference, okay? So if it was a plus, we replace with a plus. But because here they are telling us of the distributive property of multiplication over subtraction, then this is how it's gonna turn out, given that we are using the same numbers or the same example that we're given here, except for the minus that you're seeing over here. Do we have any questions so far? Are we all good? Is there somebody that didn't get any part?
No.
No, Nzako?
Yes.
Are you
I'm
good?
good. Yes.
Barima?
I'm fine.
Fine. Samuel?
I'm fine.
Letokuhle?
Yes, I'm fine.
Joyce? In case I missed your name, you can just say you are fine and say your name, but those are the names that I managed to get. And now we have additive property, adding or subtracting, 0 minus additive property, adding or subtracting a 0 to a number, leave the number unchanged. So 0 plus 3 Barima is equal to 3. 0 plus million is equals to million. So any number that you add or subtract with a 0, it remains the same. It doesn't change anything. Do you guys get it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And perfect. And again, 1 minus multiplicative property. Multiplying or dividing a number by 1 leaves it unchanged, okay? So when you are multiplying or you're dividing any number with 1 or you are multiplying any number with 1, you're still going to get the same number, that very same number that you're multiplying that 1 with. So 1 also does not make any change. The division of 1 does not make any change, and multiplication of 1 does not make any change. So let's have some examples here. We have 1 multiplied by 3 and 3 divided by, divided by 1. Now, who can answer this question? Just say your name and I'll pick. Who can answer the first one? Let this be our first. Let this one be our second. Who can answer number 1?
I can.
Me.
Your name, the first person's name?
Barima.
Marima. Okay. I take it the second one was Samuel. So Samuel will take the second one. What's gonna be our answer for this one, Barima?
1 times by 3 will equal 3.
1 times that is equals to 3. And what's going to be your reason?
Because whenever you times a number, whenever you times 1 by a number, the number automatically stays the same.
Perfect. And Samuel, 3 divided by 1, what's going to be our answer?
3.
The answer is going to be 3. Perfect. And
3.
what's going to be your reason? Samuel, what's going to be your reason?
Because every number that goes into 3, the number. So I don't have a good explanation.
When you are dividing a number
I
with
don't
a
have
1,
One.
okay, fine. I'm going to give you the reason. When you are dividing a number with 1, it remains the same, okay? It's going to be equals to that very same number that you're dividing with a 1, okay? It remain unchanged. Are you all with me?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and we have inverse. So inverse of plus is minus, and inverse of multiplication is a division or dividing, right? So addition and subtraction are opposite operations, of which one can undo the other. Addition can be checked by subtraction. So here we are having 25 plus 67 is equal to 92. So if you want to invest, you want to have a 67 as the total, like this one. So that means you're going to do what? You're going to subtract it. Okay, so a better explanation, what happened here? You see, you are having 25 and it's grouped with a 67. And we have a what? We have a 92 grouped with a 25, which gave them a 67. So what they did here, they just left the 67 here and then took the 25 to the other side. So when it comes this side, when you have a 25 plus 67, that means you have a positive 25, ne? If they didn't write anything here, that means it's positive 25. But if they wanted to show you that it's a minus, it's not a positive. It was going to be minus 25 plus 67. But because it's a positive, they just left it like this. They didn't show the positive here. So you should know that when you see a number and it does not have a plus sign before it or next to it, just know that it's a positive, but it's invisible, because you should know, ne?
Yes.
Perfect. So now what happened here, they just took the 25 to the other side and it crossed, or it jumped the equal sign. So in everything that you do in mathematics, ne, when a number or anything crosses or jumps an equal sign, it's going to change to its opposite a sign. If it's a plus, it's going to be minus. If it's minus, it's going to be a plus. Okay, so because now the 25 that you're seeing here is what is positive, that means when it crosses or when it jumps an equal sign, it's going to be a minus 25. So it's the same as 67 is equals to 92 minus 25, which is the same as this one. See, our 92 minus 25 is equals to 67. Ne? So you can either write it like this or write like this. They're still the same thing. The only thing that happened here is just that they switched positions. Now they kept the, if you are switching everything to the other side of the equal sign, you don't need to change signs, né? As long as everything is positive. Are we together?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. Let's have an example here. Are you sure that you understood this?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
And let's see. Let's have 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Now, if you want to have your, in place of the 3, you want to have this 1, what are you going to do? The opposite operation. For you to have whatever and whatever being equals to 1, what are you going to do?
You're gonna do 3 minus by 2, which will equal 1.
Perfect. So it's going to be 3 minus 2 is equals to 1. So it's same as 1. We're leaving it here is equals to 3. And this 2, we're going to do what? We're going to take it to the other side, and it's gonna cross or jump an equal sign, which means it's no longer gonna be a plus, it's going to be a minus. So it's going to be minus 2. So it's 1 is equals to 3 minus 2, and which is correct. Now let's try this. 1 minus no, let me do 2 minus 1 actually. Oh, just another number. Okay, 4 minus 3 is equals to 1. Okay, so what are we gonna do if we want to have a minus? Well, no. If we want to have a 4 as an equal as the
You're gonna
answer.
have to do 1 plus by 3, which will equal 4.
Yes. 1 plus 3 is going to be equal to 4. And who was that? Was it Marima?
Yes.
Perfect. And Ntsako, what are you saying? Are you also saying the same thing?
Yes.
Okay. Leto kuhle.
Yes, I'm saying the same thing.
Okay, and let's try another one. 5 minus 2, minus 3 is equal to 2. Now, what are we gonna do for us to have a 3, a positive 3 as our answer?
We're going to have to do 2 plus by 3, which is going to equal 5.
What? We want to have a positive 3 as our final answer, ne? So what are we gonna do?
We're gonna have to do 2 minus 5, which will equal 3.
2 minus 5 equals to 3.
Yeah, 5 minus 2.
5 minus 2. Okay. And what did you do to get to the 5 minus 2?
You took the 5 from the original sum, and then you minused it by 2 to get 3.
Perfect. So what you're going to do here, you're going to leave the 5 in here. And then 2 is going to jump the equal sign. So it's going to be, because it's plus, I said it's plus when you don't see a sign. So it's positive 2. So it's going to be 5 plus 2, which is going to equal to this negative 3. It's going to cross or jump the equal sign. then it is going to become wait, I made a mistake. It's a minus here, guys. And then the -3 is gonna cross or jump the equal sign, and then we're gonna have a +3. So 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. Are we all together?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Let's look at this over here. So we are having what we are having. This example that they've given us here, they say 6 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8 is equal to 30. So what you do here, who's having their mic unmuted? Can you please mute your mic? Okay, perfect. Guys, make sure that your mic is muted. I get distracted as I hear the background noise, but it's okay. So the example that we're having here, 6 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8 is equal to 30. And then they say because 6 plus 4 is equal to 10, 5 plus 5. So what they did here, they just grouped the numbers, né? So you group them in accordance to the easiest or the way that is going to convenient to you. So when you add a 6 and 4, how much do you get, Ntsako?
A 10.
10. Perfect. And Samuel, what do you get when you add a 5 and a 5? So those are simple, né? So as you group them to make your life easier, then you're gonna be able to add them together in your head, né? Or on as you write. Because if you have something like this, if you have a number like this one or equation like that one, no, let's just say it was not an equation. If they didn't give you an answer here, which is 30, you are gonna get confused, a little bit confused. So to make things easier for yourself, you have to group them together. So you group a 5 with a 5, so you know you have your first 10, you have a 4 and a 6, you know you have your second 10, then you have a 2 and 8, which is also 10. So that means you have 10, first 10, second 10, and the third 10. So when you add 3 10s, you're going to get what? You're going to get 30. And you see, it's much simpler. But if you're using your hands to calculate, you say 6, now you're going to count 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 6 plus 5 is 11. Now you're going to add 2. 11, 12, 13 plus 2 is 13. 5 plus 5, 14, 15. You see, it's going to take a lot of time for you. You guys see that? So what you need to do to make things easier, you have to group them in accordance. Do you guys get it?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. And we have yeah. Because I need to do this. I'm gonna bring back the screen. I just wanted to mute those people that were unmuted. Okay. Here we are having what we are having. Number 3, the same, adding up to 6 digits. And we have expanded vertical column method. Addition and subtraction started with horizontal expansion of numbers. Now learners have to write these expanded numbers underneath each and. So you see, here you are having to add up to 6 digits. So that means it's 6 numbers. You are adding up to 6 numbers. So the first one that we are having here is this one, and the digits is 30,000 plus 7,000 plus 600 plus 30 plus 3. These are the values for that number that you see there. But before we carry on with this, oh, Letogutle, please keep your mic muted, ne? Unless if you want to say something, then you can unmute because there's background noise. So if you continue by unmuting, I'm going to have to mute you, so you're not going to be able to say anything. If you have a question, you're not going to be able to ask. Okay. Okay, let me bring back the screen. Okay. Guys, unless if you want to say something, then you can unmute. Ne? Okay, so we are having this one, and Barima, how do we call this number that you're seeing here with 5 digits? 37633. How do we call that number?
We call 37,633.
37,633. Ntsako, what do we call that second number? 50,762.
50,762.
50,762. Perfect. And we have 62873. Samuel, how do we call that number?
62,873.
627,873. Perfect. WM, are you able to unmute your mic? Okay, what's your name?
God's Grace.
God's Grace. Okay. Okay. God's Grace, what do we call this number?
34,305.
305. Perfect. And Letogutle, what do we call this number?
It's 26,779.
Okay. And I'm not sure, I think I saw someone in this lesson. Is there anybody that I didn't call? If I didn't call you, can you unmute your mic and tell us your name, and also how do we call this number? Okay, I'll take it that everybody was called. Okay, cool. So now, you see what they did here with these numbers? So the 37,633 is 30,000 plus 7,000 plus 600 plus 30 plus 3. You see? So this is what is okay here. This is what they used here. So the 3 used as a unit. Then we have the 10th for this T, we have 100, we have that. So the place of value, ne? So let's try grouping the 34,300 and that. So it's 34305. What are we adding for us to get this? Zako, what are we adding for us to get a 34,305?
We are adding 30,000 plus 4,000 plus 300 plus 5.
Wait, you said we are adding what?
30,000 plus 4,000 plus 300 plus a 5.
300. Then for 10th, we don't have anything. And then we are adding as well 5. Perfect. So it's 30,000 plus 30,000 plus 4,000 plus 300 plus 0 plus 5. Okay. And let's try to do the second one, which is the 26,700 is that. So it's 26779. Samuel?
20,000 plus 6,000 plus 700 plus 70 plus 9.
Perfect. And that's it. So it's 20,000 plus 6,000 plus 700 plus 70 plus 9. Absolutely correct. And let's look at 889. I forgot her name. W.M. You said what's your name again?
God's grace.
God's grace. God's grace. Let's do this number. No, let's not do 887. Let's do 2312. Okay, let me not use zeros. 3. Let's be 9, and then 2, 6, 8. Okay. Letobuhle, are you still there? How do we call this number? Letobuhle.
It's okay.
I can help.
It's
Letobuhle.
yes, I'm here.
You're saying?
Yeah, I can answer.
Ma'am, I can help.
239968. Let's
help.
do the let's do this. Letobuhle, what did you say? I cannot hear you. Your network is breaking. I don't know what's happening. Somebody wanted to help. Who was that?
Me, Barima.
Barima. Okay.
It's 2,399,000. It's 2,399,268.
2,000,003. That. And Nsako, how would you call this number? Thank you, Barima.
Okay.
2,399,268.
Perfect. Samuel.
2,309,300 2,390,000. 2,390,000, 100,000, 9,000, 92,000, 6,000.
Can you say that again, Samuel?
23,900,000, 900,000, 9,000, 200, 2,300,000, 99,000, 200.
So this is how they you have to call it. So the last three represent what? This is the units, this is the tenth, this is the hundred. So here we are having 268. So when you add one, this is 1,000, né? And when you add to this one, it's 10,000. So that means it's 99,000, okay? And then when you come here, when you add this sixth one, this one, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the sixth one. So when you're adding this one, now you're having 100,000. So it's 300, okay? 399,268. So when you add this one, this 2, which is the seventh number here, or the seventh number, it's going to be now 1 million. So it's going to be 268. Did you guys get it?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut our lesson here. But before we do, I just want to check, do we have any question?
No.
Any
No.
question? Joyce, are you good? Okay, cool. No problem, as long all of you are okay. Then I'll see you guys next time when we have a lesson. It's just a pity I was not able to get to know your voices, but I'm sure we're gonna have enough time to go to bed, and also other things except for this one. Okay, cool, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Yeah,
Bye.
boy.
Excuse
Yeah,
me,
boy.
I wanted to ask, when is the next time we're having a lesson? Because I'm new and I really don't know what's going to happen. So I really wanted to ask, when next are we having a lesson?
You're gonna get the thing, you're gonna get the timetable, you're gonna get the message in the group. So every time when there's a lesson, they're going to post in the group saying that wait, I just need to do this now before I answer.